Now we got Jason.
We're giving up on Jason. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, so a fascia goes all the way from the crown of your head all the way down to the base of your feet. So it's one big onesie. So what happens as we get older or we have accidents is we start mashing down our fascia. So we want it to have tensegrity where it pops up. So what we're going to do today is we're twisting our body in every which direction to break through micro adhesions so that your fascia can pop back up. When it pops back up, you have the flexibility to put like your elbows on the floor instead of your fingertips, or touch your toes for some of you guys. And so we'll be twisting every which direction. We'll be doing breath. In our breath, we're going to be syncing together. So when syncing together, you're going to, if you can hear your neighbor, you're going to try to sync your breath to either my breath or your neighbor's breath. That kind of brings us together as a little group. The breath too, when you breathe in, sometimes it's bring air in. And it's what you're doing is you're putting pressure on the inside of the balloon in the inside of your body. So you have an inside balloon, it's your lungs, and so we're pushing on the fascia that way, and you have all this atmospheric pressure that's pushing down on us. So we're going to be using our breath either through the nose, out through the nose, or it might be in through the nose, out through the mouth, but I'll be explaining it all. But what you're looking for is pressure inside the body. So as we're doing something, I take you around. If you feel pressure, sometimes it feels like pain, you're going to breathe into that area, because we're trained to look for fear of pain, but what I want you to do is if you feel that pain, is go, it's just pressure, I'm going to breathe into it. If I create like irritation in behind your knees as we're twisting, by the end of the class it'll be completely gone. So breath, just put the pressure in. We're going to be keeping a tight pelvic floor the whole time, so I'm going to keep saying pelvic floor, and that's just pulling navel to spine and pulling everything up tight. Because if you were a balloon animal and I'm trying to squish all your fascia around to break up the adhesions in your backs and the shoulders, and I'm doing this and you let go of your pelvic floor, it's just like a balloon just goes, and you just lose all that pressure. So tight pelvic floor. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one we're going to do, we're going to be sticking our fingers in our mouth.
Did you wash your hands?
Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to teach backwards from you. Is you're going to take your right hand and you're going to go into. No, you can just be right here. At the end, I'll do some stuff where we're on the blankets, and you're going to go underneath your armpit. Now, if you can, actually this one don't worry, but go right on the shoulder. I won't make you do armpit since we're going to put our fingers in our mouth. You're going to take your right foot and cross it over. Good. And then your left hand goes over. You're going to hold there, and you're going to take your right hand. You're going to go from your right side, okay, over from the right side over to your left side. But I'm going to switch my cross because I'm reverse of you guys, okay? So stick your thumb in your palate. Start on the right side. We're going to do this 6 times breathing. You're going to take and put pressure up on the right side, all the way over to the left. Here we go. Go over. Take it over. Sorry about the sunscreen. 3 more times, as hard as you can. And again. And one last time. So for you guys who have hips that are higher on one side or twisted one way, that's untwisting. So we have a dome on the top here. Our pelvis is a dome going up this way, and our diaphragm pops both ways. So when we release in zone 1, our head, we're also releasing here in our hips. Okay? Next one again, right hand over. This time you're going to the armpit to the skin. Other hand comes on top. Good. And we're going to look to the left. I'm messing you up because stand facing the, yeah. Okay. We're going to stick our tongue in our left cheek and find a tight spot. Twist your body as far as you can to the right. Good, but look to the left. Stick your tongue in your left cheek. And we're going to breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth 6 times. Here we go. Again. 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 One more time. Now stay there, but drop your tongue. And we're going to breathe into the mouth. It's called step breath. Suck as much air as you can into a coffee straw. Hold all that air in. More air. More. More. Hold. Twist the body more to the right, still looking to the left. Exhale. And again. Inhale, do a coffee straw. More pressure. More. More. Now as you exhale, twist the body more to the right. Good, looking to the left. And again. More. 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 Twist a little further. And exhale. We're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth 3 times. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. The bride. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Keep your hands where they are. You're going to look to the right and take your body to the left. Nice. Stick your tongue in your right cheek. Find a tight spot. Good. We're going to do 6 breaths here. Inhale through the nose. You can exhale through the nose also. Here we go. Breathe in. Exhale. And again. Relax in the shoulders. Tighten the pelvic floor. Again. Again. 2 more. Now stay there. Relax the tongue. Step breaths. Breathe into a straw. Bring all the air in. Hold. More air. Inward pressure, pelvic floor. 1 more. And exhale. Good. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Tighten the pelvic floor. And again, breathe in. Hold. And exhale. Breathe into the nose, out to the mouth 3 times. And again. And release. You can release the arms. What we're going to do is we're going to walk around in a figure 8 just for a moment, and that integrates both hemispheres of the brain, also with the negative and positive polarities of the earth, and the negative and positive polarities of our body. So just walk it around a little bit. Figure 8. Think, 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 think. And we're just integrating into our bodies. How'd that feel so far? Good. Right on. Wee. Good morning. Okay.
Oh, we're doing a conga line?
Okay, so now we're going to cross our left side and do the whole thing with crossed over on the left. So this is called totally twisted. So take the hand over, go, if you can, go into the skin, left hand, and bring it left foot over. So I'm doing opposite just because I'm used to facing people, okay? As long as you're looking the opposite way and twisted the opposite way, we're good. So you're going to look to the right. Good. Twist your body to the left. Good. Stick your tongue body to the right. Nice. Okay, holding here, stick your tongue in your left cheek. Beautiful. 6 breaths. Here we go. Find tension in your cheek, into the nose, out to the mouth. And then after 6 breaths, you're going to drop the tongue. Step breath. Bring as much air as you can into a coffee straw. Hold it. More. 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 Hold. Create pressure. Tight pelvic floor. Exhale. Twist the body more. Good. Head to your right or left. Which way are you going? Left. Yeah. Let's do it again. Step breaths. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. To calm the system down, breathe through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Good. A little bit further. Nice, and release it. Walk around, figure 8, let it integrate into your body. And Chuck, I'll have you go barefoot. Chuck, will you go? Do you want to go barefoot with us? Okay. Okay. So the first one was totally twisted. We had palate swipe, totally twisted. And now we're going to anti-gravity. There are 5 stages of anti-gravity. So we're going to be, and actually I've gained 3/4 of an inch with this, doing this. So I'm getting back to my 5'9" I originally was. So when we cross our fingertips, they're going to be crossed here, but also our thumbs are going to be crossed. We're closing a closed chain here. We're going to be pulling on our skin here. So everything's going to be pulling up. So the first phase, I'll show you the phases, because when we get into the phases, you won't be able to see me do it. But phase 1 will be elbows lifted, lifting to the sky. We're going to do 6 breaths here. Phase 2, our chin's going to go to our chest, and you guys can watch me for a second here. So the chin will be to the chest. And then we're not going to twist our body like we're playing golf. We're going to keep the body forward, keep our chin to our chest, and we're just going to look up to the ceiling. So you're twisting out your neck with traction on that neck. Then the next phase, we're going to bring it down into what I call a skier squat, but I don't want to see you ski this way. So it's booty back, like your hinged back, booty's reaching for the wall behind you, and you're pushing pressure right through the center of the brain here, pulling on the back of the neck. And we're going to do some breaths here. We're not going to let our knees twist. We're going to keep our knees straight, and we're going to twist, look at the ceiling, and come back. Okay, the 4th stage is all the way down, full squat. So if you're like me and your heels come up, you want to stand with your heels kind of like dig your toes down and get those heels up so you can do a full squat. Okay, in that position there, you're going to be pulling the skin of your neck. We're going to be holding down here in fetal position. Okay, after those breaths, our glutes are going to come up here. We're going to hang, and we're going to kind of go from side to side. You're going to keep your body as close to your knees as you can. We're going to roll all the way up. We're pulling all this fluid up our neck, and then we're going to look back to the ceiling to get, or to the sky to get super high, and then we're going to release. Okay, that's it. Okay. More height. So on this part, it's straight. But when we go all the way down, I call it a butt wink. Your glutes get underneath you, and you're going to be in a rounded. Now you got to keep the pelvic floor. Otherwise you lose your balloon animal, and I can't get that pressure. Say it again.
I could come 5'10". That's 3 inches, but I think I can do it.
Today.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it hurts to do a full squat, just go down to where it's comfortable. Okay, remember your thumbs are going to be crossed. So on the back of your neck, cross those thumbs, get that skin, pull that skin up, look to the sky.
Are your knees bent or no? Straight?
They're pretty straight. Yeah, just kind of an athletic straight. Okay, here we go. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Stage 2, chin to chest. Pull on the back of that skin, pull all the way down to your chest. We're gonna inhale, hold the air. Inhale, twist to your right, keep the air in, creating pressure, keep that pelvic floor, bring it back to center, exhale. Inhale again, twist to the left, holding that air, back to center, pelvic floor, exhale. Inhale, center, keep your air, twist to the right, back to center, exhale. And again, inhale, twist to the left, hold the air, back to center, exhale. And again, to the right, hold that air, creating pressure, back to center, exhale. To the left, holding air, and back to center. Okay, we're gonna be hinging our glutes back, flat back. Stick your booty all the way to the wall behind you. Reach it. Okay, now lift your chest, open. Beautiful. Okay, inhale here. Keep the air, twist to the right. Back to center, exhale. Inhale again. Twist to the left. Back to center, exhale. And again, inhale. Create pressure, pelvic floor, twist to the right. Back to center. Inhale. Twist to the left. Back to center. And again, inhale. Twist. Back to center. And again, inhale. Twist. Back to center. So you're still pulling all that skin, your thumbs are still closed, and bring it down all the way into a squat. Okay, so if you guys are tall, or if you need to, you can go feet wider. Bring it down into that squat. Now look at your belly button, pull all that skin in the back of your neck. We're gonna stay here and breathe 6 times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale again. Get into the tightest fetal position you can. Exhale. And again. Exhale. Breathe in through the nose or into the mouth. Exhale. And again. And again. Okay, your elbows are going to stay where they're at. Lift your glutes up. Hang. Still pulling traction on that neck. Holding right there. And I want you to sway from hip to hip. So booty to sky. Go booty all the way up and just hang there. Booty to sky. You're getting as close to those legs as you can, just breathing. Now keep your body close to your legs and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Keep all that skin on the back of the neck and bring it up. All the way to the sky, lift up. Good, pull the elbows all the way up. Now as you release the hands, you'll feel a little bit of suction in the brain, fluid flowing through the brain, through the cervical spine, and release.
Oh, wow.
You feel the high? Naturally high. Woohoo!
I made that as a video and share it for everyone.
We have it, yeah. We're gonna send you guys all the link. Okay, figure 8. So that was anti-gravity. Was it your knees? No, oh, sorry.
That one?
Just walk a little figure 8. Let it integrate. What's that? Oh, you were. Yeah. Little figure 8. Bing, 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 bing.
Oh, good mesh.
Okay.
I have that like on my left rib cage where I've been having problems. That twisty thing is like, wow.
Not cool. Now I'm going to pull on your rib cage.
That twisty thing is like, wow.
So most of us have played sports that were one-sided. You know, our twisting, our wakeboarding, snowboarding, baseball, golf. So we did a palette swipe to kind of help untwist our hips, but we'll do a little bit more untwisting. So the next one's called swinger.
Yeehaw.
Yeah,
Oh, we need Bryce's shirt.
yeah, yeah.
We got the right ratio. We got the right ratio.
So not swingers, but swinger. Okay, you're gonna hinge back your glutes and you're gonna bring your fingertips down to your knees. Good, you're gonna take your left hand and place it on your shoulder. You're gonna grab the skin, if you can get the skin, but you don't have to get the skin. You're gonna pull that skin on your left arm towards the elbow. Okay, we're gonna twist to the left. So just hips stay here, but twist the body. Good, and look to the right. Okay?
Wait, I think I twisted.
Okay. From there, we're going to be doing 6 fast breaths. It's going to energize in the body. So I want you to bring it down to a point that you feel nice pressure. Good. And you can even bring that left shoulder to your right knee. Okay? Left shoulder, right knee, sorry. And you're looking left. Okay. Here we go. Breathing into the mouth 6 times. And again. 3 more. Twist a little bit more each time. Looking to the left, body to the right. 1 more. And roll it up. Yeah. Let that kind of integrate into the body, kind of shake it out a bit. I know, it's funny when I'm looking at you guys doing the opposite.
I keep getting confused.
I mean, if you guys want, you can line up that way and I can teach it backwards too. So, okay. So we're gonna take our right hand, place it on your left shoulder, get a nice little grip of it. You're gonna slide that skin and pin it to your elbow. So slide that skin down, pin it to your elbow. Okay, from there you're gonna twist that body around. You're gonna look to the right. Good. Twist the body to the left, pull that elbow across even more. Shoulders down. Put your booty back behind you. Good. It's like you're taking your right shoulder to your left knee. Keeping that head looking to the right. Body twisted to the left. Here we go. 6 breaths. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Twist a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. And again. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And come out. Feel the energy flowing throughout your body. Can you guys feel that? Yeah, you're a little dizzy, yeah.
Keep your knees like straight, like with each other, or are you supposed to lean into the curve, kind of like on the
So it's a great question because what you're looking for is the pressure. So if I'm here, I don't really want that knee to go in too much, but if I can create more pressure by leaning into that hip, go ahead and lean into the hip because you're trying to blow through that fascia and create space in there. So if you feel the pressure and you want, naturally you just want to lean into it, lean into it.
No, it's more just like my knees collapse. So like if I kind of collapse, I'm like, I'll twist a lot more.
Okay. Okay. How we feeling?
Great.
Okay, next one's called pullover. So pullover really activates the kidneys and our intestines. So pullover is great if you can't poo in the morning, it's this one. Okay. Yeah, I can do liver. Yeah, I'll do liver and gallbladder. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a little organ reset. Okay. So if you have your scapula back here, and then you have that skin on the side of the scapula. So here's the edge of my scapula, and I'm grabbing that skin. And when I pull it up here, I know, but you can see me. There's these strings back here. So you're pulling these strings up this way, and we're gonna pull that shoulder up and feel all these strings stretching. At the same time, we're gonna pull our rib cage around. So I'm taking that fascia and I'm pulling it this way. You guys feel that? Okay. Okay, pull that skin up, the rib cage. Good, pull, lock that skin. Okay, so we're pulling that right shoulder forward. Right shoulder. You're gonna look towards your right shoulder. You're gonna take your right shoulder, bend the knees, booty back behind you, and you're gonna bring it down. So you're bringing your right shoulder to your left knee. Okay, so our head's looking right, our body's twisted to the left, our right shoulder's coming to the knee. Tighten your pelvic floor to create pressure. This will also be 6 breaths. Here we go. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. 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 And again. One more. Good. And roll out. Woo. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Should make you feel a little like, yeah, really lightheaded. The breath, putting the pressure on the body. And so we're twisting to create, pushing our breaths in other areas of the body. Okay. So now we're going to take our right hand to the outside of the scapula, grab your skin, if you can, pull up that skin. So you're pulling it all the way up. Feel all the strings down through that body, lift it up. So now left shoulder's up. Good, bring the other hand around to the rib cage. Okay, so just to the ribs. But just, that's okay, sitting right in here. And just give it a tug. Give yourself a hug there. Great question though. Just go as far as you can. Okay, from here we're gonna be pulling that shoulder up. Look to the left. Good. And we're going to take that left shoulder, booty back, to our right knee. 6 breaths through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. Pull that skin. Exhale. Tighten that pelvic floor. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. And again. And again. 1 more just for fun. And come out of it. See how the body feels? See how the energy level in your body feels. And that one should feel good on the shoulders and the ribs. Doesn't want to go over. Okay. The next one is the most complicated one. So I'm going to twist you every which direction. It's like a game of Twister. Okay, so it's called the pretzel squat. So I'll kind of show it to you guys. We're going to be stepping out 3 feet. For those of us who have a little bit longer legs, we can step out further. So you kind of start with that T and then step out here. Okay, we're going to reach the left hand forward. You're twisting your body as you reach. So left hand's reaching and twisting. Other hand.
Yes, that's my right. That's why.
Follow Jason, he's got it. There we go. Okay, as you have that left hand, twist further like you're going to twist that body. Stick your right hand on your right butt cheek. Okay, lean into that butt cheek. Okay, you feel that? So push, Amber, push into your left cheek. Boom. So push into your hand. Holding there, you're going to look over your left shoulder to the ground. So you're looking at the ground to your left side. Okay, you're going to take your right hand facing the hand out. You're going to put it up between your scapula. You're going to take your left hand and place it on your right shoulder. Okay, and then we're going to, right in the center of both our feet, we're going to squat. Yeah, we are. Okay, holding here. Inhale through the mouth 3 times. Here we go. Exhale. And again, inhale. exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Stay there, but switch your hands. Okay? Whoosh. Good. Now look to the left. Okay, inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. And again. And come up. Right on, you guys. Well, walk it out a little bit. Figure 8 and let it integrate into your body. How's that?
Whoa.
My shoulders get so tight with all this.
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna be doing some stuff to release
You know what I
those.
mean? Like when I feel the knots, like when you pop it, you know?
Yeah, we'll go through all that too.
Yeah.
Open that up. We lost you. You let your animal go, the little
fell
balloon
down.
animal.
I fell down your pool.
Okay, so we got to do the left side.
My prediction, I fall down.
Okay, so if we take our right foot and we bring our left foot when we make a T. So everybody has their T. We're gonna step out 3 feet. For those of us who have long legs, you can go out a little further. Hi, you look. You gotta do it this way. Okay, from here we're gonna reach our right hand. So our body is looking towards our left leg and twist it as far as you can. Take your left hand and place it on your left butt cheek. Okay, push your left butt cheek into that hand. So push your left butt cheek into that hand, that way, push, and hold. Okay, from there we're gonna look over our right shoulder and look down to the ground. Still kind of stretching out that back of that left leg. You guys feel that stretch there? Okay, you're gonna take the right hand and place it on your left shoulder. You're gonna take your left hand and put it between your scapula with the palm facing out. Beautiful. Okay, still looking down between your feet. You're equal between your feet. You're looking down to the ground, you're twisting. You're gonna come down into the best squat that you can. Holding here, inhale through the mouth. Exhale. And again to the mouth. Exhale. And again to the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And again to the nose. Exhale. And again, still looking right. Pelvic floor, exhale. Stay here, but switch your hands and switch your head and look to the left. Good. Inhale. Through the mouth, exhale. Inhale through the mouth, exhale. Inhale through the mouth, exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale. Come up, out. Feel the energy flowing through the body. Woo! How's that, Kristie? We got our natural high. Okay. So we're going to go into organ reset. And I will get to liver, gallbladder, just in case any of us have had some drinks the last couple of days. So you can do skin, but if you're shy, you don't have to do skin. You can be on your shirt, okay? So on the right side of your body, you're gonna go 2 inches over from your belly button. You're gonna go 1 inch down, and you're gonna see if you can find this little pea or a little marble. You guys feel it? 2 inches to the 1 inch down. I kind of take the fingers like this, and it's this little, like, it's almost like a pea. Is it your hernia? It should be. Okay. So this is the ileocecal valve. So glyphosates, when we eat, produce if we eat foods that are processed, we'll have glyphosates get stuck in this valve. So if you've ever had problems with poo or pain or anything like that, we're on that ileocecal valve. Okay, you guys found that? But what I'm going to do, okay, you guys kind of got a feel for where that area is. I'm going to create some energy between your hands. So remember where this spot is. Let's do this. This is easy. You're going to take your knuckles, rub your knuckles. Hard, like, ah. Then your little knuckles, or your fingernails. And then we're going to clap. And then, ta-da! You're going to take your hands and see if you can feel the energy between them. You guys play with that? Does everybody kind of feel that little tension or a little ball of energy? We're going to be going from hand to hand. You feel it?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay, so now left hand goes on the back of your neck. You don't have to pull. You just put it there or on your trap. To the best, you can go across if you want to, here too, if you want to. Oh, that's okay. Okay, then you're gonna go back 2 inches over from the belly button, the right side, down an inch, and see if you can find that little marble. If you can't, that's fine, because we have like this much area, and we're gonna be in the fascia, that area. And taking, you're gonna pull that skin up a little bit, and you're gonna twist your thumb to the ceiling. There we go. So we're twisting here. Pin it there, breathe into the mouth. Exhale. Let energy flow between both hands. And again, inhale. Exhale. And again. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And again through the nose. Exhale. And again through the nose. Exhale. We're going to slide our hand up so there's this roundness of our rib cage right here, and we want to be up right there where it's rounded for liver and gallbladder. Here we go. You're going to take that area and twist it. Good. Let energy flow between both hands. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. And again. Exhale. And again. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. And again. Exhale. And again. Exhale. Take that hand, slide it underneath the left rib cage. Good. And we're going to pull the skin up this way. So give it a pull up. Okay. Holding here. Inhale through the mouth. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale, it's the stomach. Exhale. Into the nose, out through the mouth. And again. And again. Okay, we're going to take that hand down lower, about 2 inches. It's our pancreas. So the pancreas and I are taking a journey, and our journey is being able to feel the sweetness in everything that we do in life. So as you're doing this, I want you to think about feeling the sweetness in life and everything that we do and everything that we feel. If your hand gets tired, you can go across too. Okay. So we're going to take that and pull it in. Good. Inhale through the mouth. Let energy flow through the two hands. Exhale. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And again. One more time. Nice. Okay, bladder. So right where the pubic bone comes down and dents in, we're gonna put our right hand, you can do outside the shorts or inside, either way, but we're gonna pull that skin up. So the first thing we do is do a release. So both hands will be down here, and I want you to squeeze your glutes and push forward. I'd like to say I wouldn't make you do this in public, but we're in public. So now we're just gonna twist our hips from side to side, and you're gonna pull all that fascia up. I know.
I love that I'm facing the entire group right there.
What are you facing?
The whole everybody watching.
Yeah. I have no idea they're there. Okay, now we're gonna take the left hand, go behind your neck. Energy between both hands, let it flow between. Squeeze the glutes, pull the bladder up, and it should feel like you got some burning or you're tearing, okay? Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. And again, through the mouth. Exhale. Through the mouth. Exhale. Through the nose. Exhale. And again. Exhale. And again. And exhale. Nice. Shake it out. Shake those hands out. Okay, at nipple height, going over to the left rib cage, you're gonna wrap your hand around the rib cage and give it a squeeze. We're gonna pull, so right at nipple height with the left hand, and we're gonna pull down.
With the left hand or right hand?
Left hand. Yeah, pull down. So we're pulling that down. Yeah, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. You're gonna pull it down here and then lean. Okay, hand goes behind the neck and look to the sky. Inhale through the mouth. This is for kidneys. And exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. And again. Exhale. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through the nose, pulling that skin down. Exhale, tighten the pelvic floor. One more breath. Good, and release up. You're gonna find the bottom of your rib cage. You're gonna slide it around until you run into your spine. Okay, so the spine comes down, you have the rib cage, and in that little triangle, you're gonna put pressure on there. This is your spleen. Okay, right hand goes behind. You're gonna lean to push, like present your spleen to your fingertips. Lean to the right and forward. Inhale through the mouth. And exhale. And again, inhale through the mouth. And exhale. And again. Now through the nose, inhale through the nose, exhale. And again. And again. And release it up. Kidney on the right side. Nipple height. On the rib cage, give it a squeeze. Tug that fascia, that skin down. Tighten the pelvic floor. Look right. Good. Lean to your left. Hand goes behind your neck. Pull all that skin down. Jax, go there you go. Yeah, follow Kristie. There you go. Look to the sky. Here we go. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Good. Inhale through the mouth. So you're leaning to the left, presenting that rib cage. Good. Look to the sky. Three times to the nose. And again. One more. And release. Thyroid. So also for our voice, we're going to be pulling the skin up. You can definitely do this seated too. Pull the skin up. Good. Take your hand behind your neck. So just give a little choke here. Gently. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. And again. Inhale through the nose 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. And again. One more. Good, release. So there's a Heart and Brain Institute, Heart Math Institute, and they like to connect the brain to the heart. So we're going to put our right hand on our heart. You can go down to skin. And you're looking for the pulse. Yeah. Now, if you can't feel the pulse, I want you to imagine the pulse of your heart. You're going to take your hand and place it on the crown of your head. And each organ has a pulse of its own or its own frequency. And you're going to see if you can feel the energy of the pulse of your head. And even if you can't, you're going to imagine that you're going to bring the pulse of your head to the pulse of your heart and combine the two with these breaths. Inhale through the mouth. And exhale. Aww, hello. And again. Frenchie power. They're good. They're totally good. We welcome this. I love it. We want visitors. Okay, breathing into the mouth, bringing the pulses together. So even if you can't feel the pulse of your heart or the pulse of your mind, you're going to bring them together. Here we go. And again. Love it. I have 2 Frenchies. And again. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. And release. Now I want you to think about your brain chatter and see if there's any chatter at all. Is there any chatter at all? Like your brain going, you still have chatter? Mine's gone. Yours gone? Okay. Okay. So now we're going to go to the heart and we're going to pull our skin here. We're going to pull it this way. And just pull it. So I really want you to energize and think of your heart and see if you can feel the energy of your heart. And just pull here and just open up that heart. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale, heart wide open. Inhale through the mouth. Heart wide open, exhale. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. You can even sway. Exhale. Feeling that heart. And say, heart, I'm now listening. Great. And again, heart, I'm now listening. One more time. Heart, I'm now listening. We're going to take both hands to the best of our ability, depending on your shoulders. And you're grabbing the skin here. And we're going to pull all that fascia up. Pull it up. Pull your elbows down. Take and bend over. Pull all that fascia. You can even tuck your tail a little bit. Pull all that fascia open. Inhale. Through the mouth. Exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale, breathing into your pressures. Any pressure in your body. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. Pull all that skin. Exhale. Breathe into the nose. Exhale. And again. One more time. And bring it up. Taking your left hand forward. This is for shoulders, for wrists. We're going to pull our fingertips back. Now, this one, you're actually looking to create pressure, which will feel like pain. I want that pain, okay? Pull the fingertips all the way back, like you're going to reach them and break them backwards, okay? Holding here, you're going to push into the shoulder up. Beautiful. Remember the onesie of fascia that we have? I stuck it in the dryer and it's way too tight. So we have the zip up onesie jammies. Everybody understand the jammy? Okay. And what I want you to do is breathing. I want you to push that jammy and stretch it back out. So you're pushing all the way around every area of this onesie and creating. Now when you feel a certain pressure, breathe into it. And breathing. Press it all over. And bring it back to the front. Lift it to the sky. Pulling those fingertips back. You're going to keep that pressure on. Don't let it go. You're looking for the pain and the pressure of it. You're going to bring your elbow all the way down and touch your wrist to your shoulder. Slowly, you're going to smear that hand outward. Still pulling on the fingertips. Get a good grip. Good. That onesie, we're pressing on it here. So we're looking for a pain, maybe a pressure in the back. Good. And if you've got pressure, I want you to kind of hang out in that spot and push through it, keeping that tight pelvic floor, creating more pressure with that tight pelvic floor. Take it all around. And then bring it back to center. Okay, we're going to release. Release that hand. And your hand might be like, ah. Okay. So I gave everybody a small glove, tiny glove. You're going to try to get your hand through that glove. So you're pushing that hand through that glove. And if you need more pressure, you can get down onto that knee. And you're going to push it all the way down. And you're pulling that skin. That glove is so tight. You're pulling all that skin up. Now, holding there, you're going to take that hand around. Just pulling it every which direction. Now we're going to go thumb to pointer finger. Still pulling. So pulling all that skin up, and then I want you to go thumb to middle finger. And then thumb to ring finger. And then thumb to pinky. Good. Twist it all around. Anybody feel some tight fascia? So if you get like pinching and tearing through stitches, that's crystallized fascia. We're just opening all that up. Then bring it up and feel the difference between your two hands and your wrist. See how one's like totally floppy? We're gonna take our thumb and put it on our chest, bring the other hand to our trap, just the best that you can. We're gonna take the skin on our elbow and we're gonna twist it one way, and then we're gonna twist it the other way. And you're gonna see which way's tighter. So we're twisting our fascia and we're gonna pin it there. You feel that? Okay, so whichever way's tighter, hold it there, and then to your best of your ability, you're gonna take it up. Okay, we're gonna look to the left and lean over to the right. Okay, you're gonna take your left foot behind you. Now, if you lose your balance, just focus on something that's not moving and hold it there. Okay. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale, twisting that elbow. And again, inhale. Exhale. And again, looking to the sky. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And release. Now what's crazy about this is we just did left hand, left shoulder. I want you to walk around and see if you can feel a difference in your left hip and right hip. And your left hip should feel like juicy.
That really, I felt that really.
This feels loose.
Isn't that crazy? I know. So shoulders affect hips. You feel it, Katie? You feel your hip being different? Not much?
Real subtle.
Real subtle? Okay. You feel it in your hips? Not yet? Okay. I'll go after psoas too. Okay. Going to... Oh. Okay. Bringing the right fingertips back like you're going to break them off. Good. Okay, we got that tight onesie. Tighten your pelvic floor so we can create pressure. Breathing. Push all around through that onesie and just feeling pressure. Pushing through it, breathing into it, take it all around. And then bring it back to center, lift it up. Pull that elbow down, pulling those fingers all the way down. Bring your wrist to your shoulder. Twist your hands out. Good, pull those fingers down. Good, and press again to that onesie, breathing, keeping that tight pelvic floor. Good, and bring it back up. You're gonna look to your left. Good, take your right leg back behind you. Nice, inhale through the mouth. Exhale. And again, through the mouth. Exhale. Through the mouth. Exhale. Through the nose. And again. And one more. And release. Walk it around just a little bit.
This one's so much tighter.
Is it tighter?
Crazy tighter. Like this one I barely even felt. This one is like, you go all the way.
So you have to do this side like twice. What normally, like just do it twice. Okay, so I handed each of a tiny glove. We got to put our tiny gloves on. So you're gonna take your hand and you're gonna push it through this tiny glove. Push it all the way down. And we're gonna pull that skin all the way up and pull it. So keeping it pulled up, looking for feel like you're pulling through stitches, take that hand around. Now if you want more pressure, you can put it on a knee. You get a little bit more and just keep pushing through that glove, taking that hand around. Take thumb to pointer, bink. Take thumb to middle finger or gesture finger. Take thumb to ring. Take thumb to pinky. Twist it around a couple more times. Good, and bring it up. Take that thumb, place it on your chest, hands go on your trap, elbow goes forward. Twist your fascia one way, twist it the other way. See which way is tighter for you. And there's one way that'll be tighter. Once you have it, just do what you can on this one. Just hold there. Take your right leg behind you. Good. You're going to take and tilt to your left and look up to the sky. Now use your eyesight if you get dizzy. Isn't that wild? Yeah, one side's going to be tighter than the other. Okay, opening it all up. Here we go. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And again. And again through the nose. And one more. Good, and release. Yeah. feel your shoulders. You feel the difference? Shoulders.
That one we were doing on the left, really,
Yeah, that's our mouse arm.
it's the left side. That's
Left side.
fucked up.
Okay. Okay, so we should feel pretty good. Okay.
I said I'm never gonna be able to masturbate again.
I mean, at least manually, you can get toys for that.
That's right. Okay. Hips. Psoas. Okay. You're going to go over from your belly button, over to the right 2 inches, and then you're going to go down about 2 inches or an inch. Okay. So we're simulating the small and the large intestine, but what we're really looking for is the fascia around our psoas. You're going to kick your right leg back. So right leg's back, and you're going to squeeze your glutes underneath you, and you're going to pull stitches. Here we go. We're pulling up. You can even take your other hand, pull it in there. Good. And you're going to pull all those stitches. Now, if you can't find stitches, find another spot and find those stitches. Everybody have it? Do you have it there? Okay. Jason, you feel it? I don't know if it's hair. Okay. Give it a pull. Okay. Here we go. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And again, inhale through the nose. Exhale. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Walk it around. See if that changes the hips, releases the psoas, changes your back. Whee! Little figure 8. How you feeling?
Right, you're ready for my shot after this, girl.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to set mine up.
I'll set it up for you.
Okay. How do we feel, Kristie?
Right.
Do you guys feel different?
Yeah.
Okay. So we gotta do the other side. From the belly button over 2 inches. Down an inch or 2 inches. Kick that left leg back. Can you feel that one?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's really uncomfortable.
Okay. Yay. And what we'll be earning our breakfast. Pull up, tuck tail a little bit, like pull your tail underneath you. Get right in there, pull those stitches up. Good. Or hairs, or whatever. Get a good grip. Here we go. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale. And again to the mouth. Exhale. And again. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Through the nose. Exhale. And again. Good. We're going to walk it around just a little bit, let it integrate. And that should really loosen up the hips and the back. We're going to bring it down to our towels or your blankets. We're going to do what's called a hip release. And let's go head this way, feet that way. Head towards me.
Back or front?
Laying on your back. On your backs. Okay, you're gonna bring both legs up towards the sky. Good. I'm gonna use Amber here, and you're gonna take and what's that?
Sorry, Miss Sandy.
That's okay. We're just getting grounded and dirty. It's all good. Okay, you're gonna cross above your knees. So cross above your knees. Hold right there.
Closer to your
Boop. Yeah.
Sorry.
Boop.
Let's just rub upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, reading it there. Hungry.
Okay, and then you're gonna take your feet back like a wishbone. So your feet are reaching that way. You're gonna hinge up and you're gonna grab your shins. So you're gonna grab one shin here and one shin here.
Okay, all right.
You're gonna wishbone your legs.
Got it.
Okay,
The wishbone's not making sense.
yeah. You don't see the,
Now I
there's
do.
your wishbone. Okay, you're gonna hinge up towards your right, like you're bringing your left ear to your right knee. Grab right here and here. And you're gonna hinge up like you're gonna take your left ear past your knee. Good. Inhale through the mouth. Exhale, creating pressure in that body, tight pelvic floor. And again, now pull the skin back like you're giving yourself a snake bite, like that. Yeah, that's good, right there. Good. Yeah, pull that skin this way. And again, exhale. Go this here, this knee. And again, there you go. Nice. Inhale through the nose. You okay? Ooh. And again, inhale through the nose. And again.
This is the good side.
Nice. Good, and release it. Yeah, so this is a hip release. What's that?
I need that more.
Yeah, so this one's good to do every day before you get out of bed, especially if you have any lower back pain or any hip pain or hip tightness. Not that there's any hip tightness in this group. Okay, switch your legs up to the sky. Good, you're gonna cross your left leg above. You're gonna bend the knees and you're gonna wishbone, you're gonna grab your shins to the best of your ability and you're gonna snake bite that skin. Now you're gonna hinge up. You're gonna hinge up and bring your right ear to your left knee. Good. Inhale through the mouth and exhale. You okay there?
Yep.
Inhale again. There it is. Exhale. And again. Exhale. And again. You okay there? And again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale.
Yeah, that didn't really happen.
Is your knee okay?
I'm just tight.
Okay. And again. And one more. And release out. We're gonna finish in fetal position. So we're gonna roll on our left side and we're all gonna face Katie. Okay, you're gonna cross your right ankle over. Good. And you're gonna take your right hand and place it on the skin of your left armpit. You're gonna bring your right hand and place it on your right shoulder. And you're gonna peel your body around into fetal position. As tight as you can in fetal position. Good. You okay there?
Yeah.
Okay. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. It's a beautiful fetal position.
Oh, yeah.
Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Oh, yeah. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And again, inhale through the nose. You okay?
Oh, it feels good.
And exhale. Good. Feel good,
Yeah.
Amber? Inhale again. And exhale. Now I'm going to have you just lay there and breathe. You okay there?
Yep.
Okay. And just keep breathing, creating pressure, tight pelvic floor. That's actually a pretty good fetal position.
I was a baby once.
You were a baby once? We're all going back there. Staying in this position here, I want you to say to yourself, I feel supported. And again, say to yourself, I feel supported. You okay here?
Yeah.
And again, I feel supported. Say to yourself, I feel safe. And again, I feel safe. And again, I feel safe. I forgive you, Mom. I forgive you, Dad. I forgive myself. I feel loved. Good. And just feel how good that feels on your body. Feel all your feels and how good it feels. And when you're ready, you can unravel yourself and slowly come out. And just feel how good you feel. Nice. And when you're ready, slowly just come all the way up in the standing.
Are we going to do that on the other side? No?
Just the left side.
Give yourself hugs there.
Ah, thank you guys.
Yay!
Woohoo! Right on. In honor of our bride, Kristie. Thank you, Michael, for filming. Thank you, Pete, for filming. Oh, isn't that cool? Let's see, feel how good you feel now. Yeah.
I don't even need a massage. That's going to be a waste of money.
Right on. Thank you guys. That was fun. That was my second official class.
I don't know how the hell you remember. Right arm, left this, cheek that. I'm like, I could never fucking do that.
So
It's gotta be hard to like keep the memory.
in my studio playing with different clients, I face them, so I have to say left, even though it's my right, or cross, but it's good for my brain. Yeah. Well, because I teach Pilates all day long. Hey, on the right side, this is my left. So it's bad.
Go over, almost later. Can you show me on Instagram how to do those little? And you run, so you need to balance.
Did you get closer?
Yeah, look.
Come up in the standing seat, yeah.
Yeah, I was telling her I couldn't touch my toes until I was almost 30.
Oh my gosh.
So like I would be here, and then like now, many years.
And how, Jason, compared to yesterday, how's your flexibility?
Mine's pretty good.
A little better, but
Mine's better.
I got years to go before I'm anywhere.
It's amazing with Human Garage how quick it comes like back. 'Cause it's our fascia.
Yeah.
It's holding our hamstrings.
Yeah, you can. I mean, like there's a lot of similarities, but it's like you're doing a self massage in a lot of ways, which I don't pay for, so that's nice.
Yeah, and I don't know how to even explain this to people what we're doing with our fascia. But
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've always heard of it as a sausage casing. So
yeah,
when you get-
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's all the way. But
It's like usually that's.
if you're
more
trying to
the-
stretch your hamstring inside that sausage casing, it doesn't go anywhere until you get the casing
Yeah.
and pull it around and blow it up and.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
So my new best friend, that one of those things that we were doing is the first. So part of the problem is there's like a spot right here that spasms on a regular basis. Like
So when we were doing anti-gravity, did it
yeah,
help?
That felt really good.
Okay.
Like it spasms to the point where I feel like I've been shot.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I have to like lay down on the floor and pant. So you have your classes online, yes?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's exciting.
Well, and everything Human Garage is free. But we're going to put this together and send it to you guys.
Please.
And then tomorrow morning we can either do Human Garage or we can do Pilates.
I mean, that felt great.
Isn't that amazing?
Can you show me something to do to start activating my... So
Heather, baby.
I broke my right ankle, had that put back together. Then I blew my left knee, had it reconstructed.
Right.
And yes, and
Deep, right.
in the combination of all this, my left glute stopped firing, and I think that that's the root of all of this that's going on in my left
So
side.
that last part we ended for that hip release is
Yes.
for you, for that.
That is really helpful, but I need to get it to start firing again. My right one fires, but the left one doesn't.
So what it is that you're, okay, if I put my hands
Yeah, of
on you.
course.
So what happens is you get one hip higher than the other.
Mhm.
So you need palate swipe to calm that down, which we started with our fingers in our mouth. And then the more that you do that one that we just did and ended wishbone and twisting, it's going to bring your hips back into alignment, opening up your palate. It's going to open up your pelvis and your diaphragm, and it's all going to work together. But that will make the glute fire. And then the easiest one to get your glutes to fire laying down is just like the 1980s move where you just lift your glutes straight up and down.
Just a glute bridge.
Just a glute bridge, just simple, simple. The other thing you can do is put a step behind you and like on your first step of your stairs and step up, squeeze the sit bones and come back down. and squeeze up and come back
Okay.
down.
So if I do that, this is how I know my left glute isn't firing. See, I'll do it on my right side. I stay
Yeah.
straight. I can just push straight back up. I do it on my left side. You can see that I lurch to my left because these muscles are picking up what my glute is supposed to be doing.
So put your hand on your glute,
And say, damn it.
but give it
Your job.
give it a tactile. So it's your left glute. Put your hand right here, and then lift
Oh, that's
down.
okay.
Lift. So
Forcing it in there.
yeah, making it and pulling those hip bones together.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you so much.
Ah,
That
thank
was-
you.
Honestly, like my posture feels better.
Yeah, you're gonna be walking around like this the rest of the day.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, thank you.